In this session, we shall discuss two of the basic programs uh, in array. So the first one is second largest element in an array. Okay, now let me go to IDE here. I'll declare a package DSA that arrays. I think this is going to be a problem. Second largest element second largest element in an array. What are the approaches, right? There are multiple ways that you can use to solve this one. First one is pass. First one is going through the array, parse through the array, find the biggest element and store the second biggest element. To say two of the variables. Right. The second approach is to sort the array either in ascending order or descending order and get the element. What is the complexity, time complexity? This goes big O of n always, because we will go and check each and every element, sorting and finding um, the element. In this case, it is the fastest sorting algorithm takes n log n, n log n amount of time and constant lookup. So if you see the time complexity, big O of n fares better compared to big O of n log n, since constant time is negligible. Say consider say 1000 elements, n is 1000 operations, big O of n log n is 1000 into log say log n is I think log 1000 for 10 it is 3, for exponential I don't recall exactly, that must go into 3 into 3 up to 9 or so, 9000 against 1000. So always passing through the whole array once takes bigger better performance, right? So we will discuss this approach. We will ignore this one for now. How do we do, right? Say this is the one, right? Now find, we will write one method which prints with letters, let us not return etc, or we can return also, not a problem. Find second largest element. To that, what is the input? Int array. Return, right, we shall keep two variables, teacher dot main value. Now we will keep the second largest. Now we need to return the second largest, right? Redundant, okay, not a problem. Now we should see if the array is having some elements. If we send say empty array, we should not entertain this one, right? Invalid input. And also if the array size is dot length is less than equal to 1, even in this case it's not raw correct input, then comes the array of 0, and we will assume initially that this is how the elements are. Right, then we will compare the values. This is the iterator that we are using. size if oh no. We should use iterator here. We'll make it iterator greater than first largest, then we will assign the first largest to the second largest, assign the first largest with the array of I. Then increase the is this size. Okay, now this is not correct, we need to remove this one. Integer that min value, this is also same here, integer dot min value, this is also wrong, we're not going to do that. Now we have this program ready. Now we'll prepare integer array. Null, we will pass it to the find the second largest element. We will try the edge cases first. What if we have an empty array, So this is we will test from main method. Going forward, we can start writing JUnit test cases. Okay, so the expected outcome for this one is invalid input because we are passing null. Okay, what if we have one element, right? Even this is invalid because we are trying to find the second largest element. We will run this one as well. You can see that this is not a valid outcome. Now we'll pass 1 comma 2 two elements. Let us see how what it does. You can see that the second largest element is 1. Okay, 1 is the second largest element, so that's how the result has come. How it is going to work? So 1 comma 2, right, will be passed to the first second largest element array. Okay, so once it comes here, array is not null, so um, this block doesn't get executed. Then it goes here, array dot length, this is 2, this will not be executed. Then it comes here, it will be the first largest and second largest will be assigned with a very minimal value of the integer, because we are working with the integers here. You can see that integer array as the input. Now we will have the iterator set to 0. Now it will come here, so we should execute at least once to see which is the second largest element uh, in this block. Okay, I have chosen do while. Not sure if we can do that with while also, or for loop also. I think we can do with the for loop also, but anyway, this is the ideal loop structure I felt, so I chose this one. So now once it enters here, it will check if this first largest element is there, right? If the first largest element is lesser than the iterated element, that is zeroth index. Zeroth index is 1 here. Array of 0, that is 1, is greater than integer's minimum value, because minimum value is somewhere 32,700 something something, right? This is a minus value. Minus value always uh, gets true because it is positive value. 1 is. So now the second largest element will be assigned with the first largest element, that is integer that main value. Then the second largest element, once the second largest element is assigned with the first largest element, the first largest element uh, is assigned with the array of I, that is 0 in our case, and I gets incremented. Now the condition is checked if this array length is reached. Since this I plus plus also goes to 1, because this is the first iteration, these conditions holds true. Then again it will come here, I is equal to 1 here in our case. Since the first element is 2, sorry, the element in consideration is 2, and the first largest element is 1, then this condition holds true. So the second largest element is assigned with the first largest element. The first largest element contains 1, because in the first iteration, first largest element is assigned with 1. So now first largest has 1. First largest is not assigned with any other value. It still has 1. In this line, this the first largest element is going to assign with the array of 1, that is 2, right? First largest has 2, then I gets incremented is 2. Now I is equal to 2, array of length is also 2. This condition gets false. Now then this the last statement in this method gets executed, that is to return the second largest element. The result is assigned with this value that is in the second largest here, that is 1, and the last statement in the void main method gets executed, that is to print the second largest element. We shall see that in the debugging mode, whatever I was explaining, right? We shall see that in the debugging mode. I'll keep the pointer, debugging pointer here, and we will execute here from here. Okay. Okay, if you see here, array is 1 comma 2. Okay, we'll keep debugging point here also, because once the execution is complete, this should not go into out of the main method. We have to see what it is returning. Now we will run F6, right? If you see here, this only this line executed, and now it is at line number 18, right? Array dot length. What is the array dot length? You can see here in the variables, array dot length is 2 in the bottom box. Now we shall execute this statement. We can see that once this also did not go inside. Now we have, you can see, I'm sorry, this is 2 million or 21 million something. It's not 32,000, because I was working with 2 byte integer. I remember that only by mistake. So it is 21 million or so. It's very minimal. Now I is equal to 1. Okay, now we are entering this loop. I is equal to 1. Second largest element is assigned with the first one, and first one is not assigned yet. Once we execute this statement, first largest element is assigned with 1. You can see in the debugger console I plus plus. Now I is 1, array dot length is 2. This condition still holds good. One more loop gets executed. Now array of 1 is assigned with sorry, array of 1, that is 2, is compared with first largest. First largest is 1. So this condition holds good. Second largest is assigned with 1. First largest is still 1. Once this statement is executed, first largest is 2. This is correct as well. Now this condition holds false. Now this gets returned. What is the return value? 1. So that is the completion of our program. So exit code 0, that is successful execution. There are no exceptions or errors. Now we shall give some more values with positive, negative, so that the program you can see I have given so many number of values. Let us execute to see how it is going to work. Second largest is 6756, because the first largest is 7784. Okay, let us debug this one as well. Upon completion of first loop, we have second largest as 1. Second largest has a minimum value of integer, first largest is 1. Second loop execution complete. Now we have second largest as 1. You can see first largest is 776. That's what is the fourth element, and second largest is 2. It should be okay. We'll fast forward, and now we have 6 7 5 6 assigned to the I is equal to 7, and first largest is 7784, since we are iterating at the last second value. So there is the condition doesn't hold good, so it doesn't enter the loop as well. Complete. So here is the output, you can see that. So debugging is also done like that. So this is how it works.